Alright, in this next inventory scene, the scene setup is the same as the quick start demo. We still have the player acting as the inventory owner, with character inventory, character equipment, inventory size sync, and the inventory owner hook attached. The only real difference here is the teachable panel we're using. This one is focused on items and stacks, so instead of just giving, reading, and removing items, we're looking at practical slot interactions, merging, swapping, splitting, and auto placement. Before we run it, the panel is wired the same way as before. It has a character inventory target. The SceneInventory service can resolve automatically, and these item definition and scriptable objects are just the quick items we'll seed into the backpack. Alright, let's run it. And again, teach text is turned off for the video, so we can focus on the runtime flow without filling the screen with guidance text. This panel is still going through the real scene inventory service, so none of these actions are panel-only tricks. The panel gives us buttons and input fields, but the actual work is still handled by the inventory service. At the top, we've got seed items. These buttons use GiveExact, just like the quick start panel. That gives us predictable stackable items to work with, without bypassing capacity, filters, authority, or result handling. So I'll seed a few items into the backpack. Now the grid shows the live container contents. This is reading through SceneInventoryService.Get and rendering the current slots from the read-only container view. The important behaviour here is select, then act. When I click one slot, the panel selects it. When I click another slot, the panel routes that interaction through MergeThenSwap. That method is designed for practical drag and drop style inventory UI. If the two stacks can merge, it merges them. If they can't merge, it tries to swap them. And if the operation is invalid, you get a proper result back. So again, no guessing. The service tells us what happened. This is the kind of code you'd use behind a real inventory grid, where the player drags one slot onto another. The panel also supports quick splitting. If I right click a stack, it splits half of that stack. And if I hold shift while right clicking, it splits one item instead. That quick split uses auto placement. In service terms, that means the target index is -1. -1 tells the service try to merge into compatible stacks first, then place into the first valid empty slot. So the panel isn't inventing its own split rules, it's just passing the intent to the service. Down here we also have a manual split section. This appears when we select a stack that has more than one item. Here we can choose the amount and choose the target slot. If the target is -1, the service auto places it. If we provide a specific slot index, the service tries to split into that slot directly. That gives you both behaviours: explicit target placement or inventory style automatic placement. There's also a clear all action again. Same idea as before. Writes empty stacks through the public service seam instead of reaching into the internal container and nuking it directly. That keeps the demo honest. Authority, validation, result handling, and change events all stay on the same path. Then at the bottom, we can see the last result. This matters because every operation here is result first. Give, merge and swap, split, clear. They all report what happened. So this panel is basically the practical slot interaction demo. The quick start showed the basic inventory loop. This one shows how stacks behave once you start building real inventory UI. Select a slot, merge or swap through the service, split manually or automatically, and always read the result. That's the foundation for proper drag and drop inventory behaviour without stuffing the rules into the UI layer.